Welcome everyone. I'm Liz Oakes. I work on the Wellbeing for Life team and I'm here to do about a 30 minutes Pilates session with you today. There will be adaptations as we go through, progressions and regressions, so you just work at your own level. There's a disclaimer on at the beginning of this video. Please listen to it. If you are exercising for the first time, for a while, or you have any medical conditions, please seek advice from your medical professional before joining in on any exercise, because you do so at your own risks. Make sure you've got plenty of space around you. Get some water if you need to take on fluid. You know your body, work at your own level, rest when you need to rest, join in again when you can. So, I think that's it. Without further ado, let's get started. I'm going to watch out for my lamp and just take it to the side, ease my shoulders back and down. A nice rolls through those shoulders. So there's a few mobilizing exercises to start with. And then I'm going to raise my arms, push your shoulders back and down and lower. Whilst I'm here, I'm breathing in through my nose, out through my mouth. As we sigh out with those pursed lips, helps us keep transverse muscles engaged. Those are the ones that wrap around the middle here. And again, push your shoulders back and down, lengthen your spine. Feel as though you're as long as you can be. This is really good for your posture, so that we don't end up with a curled back, curled spine. We can end up being nice and tall. I'm going to add in a push-up on to my toes. When I push up onto the big toe and the one next to it, rather than the outsides of the feet. And again, this is going to help with your balance. We all lose a little bit of balance as we get older. So it's good to have a practice. Well done. Going to lift and hold. Oh, if we can take the hands up, I'm going to wobble, wobble, wobble. Brilliant. Release that back down. Ease those shoulders back and down. Excuse me. I'm going to mobilise the spine now. So tummy in. Picket fence here. Lift your tummy up. Don't let your tummy button touch that picket fence. And I'm going to mobilise my spine. So vertebra by vertebra. Gently release down. And then build that spine up again, bone by bone. Let's do that again. Remember that breathing in through the nose. On the effort normally, we breathe it out. And again, lift. Rebuild your spine. Imagine there's a brick wall behind you. Each part of your vertebra is being pushed on individually. Let's do that one more time. Really pull in. Don't let the tummy button touch the picket fence. This time I'm going to hold it here. Relax the head. Relax the arms. Just let them circle around one way. And then circle back around the other. Another way you can do this here is just by holding your arms and letting them swing. And this just adds a little bit of a stretch to the back, to the hamstrings. And then gently rebuild your spine again, vertebra by vertebra. Ease those shoulders back and down. Fabulous work. So now, I'm going to walk myself forward onto the mat. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath those hips. Okay, from here, make sure you've got a lovely long spine. You've got your pelvic floor drawn up, your tummy muscles are pulled in and your hip bones directly face the floor. I'm going to lengthen out one leg. Okay, I'm not lifting too high. I'm keeping my hip bone face the floor. I'm going to release back down. I'm going to swap to the other side. Lift, lengthen. draw back down. And again, lift and lengthen, draw back. Brilliant work. A few more of these. Make sure your body stays nice and strong. You're not wobbling. Your shoulders are pushed back and down. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. We'll do one more each side. Excellent, well done. We'll sit back out over those heels. Okay, arms are stretched out a little bit further in front. This is your rest position when you're on your front, so just come back here, have a little bit of a rest if you need one. Back up onto those hands and knees, shoulders pushed back and down. So I'm going to do what's called thread the needle now. So I'm going to reach my hand up to one side and then thread through and draw back. And again, thread through, draw back. So this is tightening up through the waist. Don't let your body drop, keep your hips exactly where they are. We'll just do one more of these. Excellent work. And then we're going to change to the other side. So make sure you've got your right position. Reach the other arm up. And then thread through. And stretch. Thread through. And stretch. Make sure those hips stay square. Doing a good job. Keep going. We've got one more after this. Fab. Release back down. Okay, let's ease the tension from those wrists. Might have just built up a little bit of tension. Important to mobilise these joints as well. These are the ones when we get older become more fragile. Your wrists, your ankles, your hips. Brilliant work, well done. Okay, let's take it down on to your side now. So I've got a nice long line in my body. So here is the optimum place to be. If you can and if you need, one hand in front of you, one leg bent under. You choose. Okay, from here, I'm just going to lift this top leg up, sweep it out in front, lift and replace. So again, we're working on a little bit of movement, we're working on stability in the body. So my body's staying nice and still. I've got that pelvic floor drawn up and my tummy is pulled in towards the small of the back, but I'm keeping my hip bones faced forward, almost. Let's get that breath. Two more of these. This is good, well done. Going to lengthen out that top leg. So if you need to rest, you can draw your knees in towards your chest and have a rest anytime that you want to. Lengthening out this top leg, nice long leg. Again, hand in front for support if you need it. Further it is away from the body, the more support you will get. This bottom leg I'm going to lift up and release down. Lift and release. The effort, lift and release. Keep it really tight here too. Excellent, well done. You'll feel this is a static work with this top leg, so you might feel this begin to ache as well. And then lift and hold. Okay, now if we can, this is the last one we're doing, we lower both down and we lift. Obviously not the last one at all, because we need to do the other side. And lift, lower, and lift. 4 more of these. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. Last 2. Fantastic. Last 1. Oh, brilliant. Draw those knees in. A little bit of a respite. Sometimes to get a better spinal alignment, you can use a towel, a rolled up towel. So you might want to place that just underneath your ear, just to give your spine a little bit of alignment. It works quite well. We don't need any expensive equipment. We're just going to lift it back to the centre. We're going to do exactly the same across on the other side. So we'll get in the correct position to start with. Nice long body. You always find one side's better than the other. I think this is my weaker side. So, pelvic floor drawn up, tummy muscles pulled in. Nice long line in the body, hand out in front for support if you need it. I'm just having a mental block. Can't remember what we did. That's no good. Happens to me all the time. Okay, so what I'm going to do is lengthen out that top leg and I'm just going to lift and lower. I've remembered. Lift and lower. Just one more. Lift and lower. Okay, it's called a rondation. We lift to the centre, out in front, lift and release. I always used to blame my children for making me have memory lapses. Now it's the menopause. Again, important to keep on exercising as we get older, because we increase our risks of osteoporosis, particularly as we go through the menopause. So keep strong. 3 more of these. Last one. Excellent. I bet you were all shouting at me there. This is what you should be doing, Liz. Now, we're going to lift and lower. Lift and lower. Well done. A few more of these. Excellent. Last 2. Last 1, then hold it there. Lengthen out those legs. Dare I take my hand away? Oh, yes, I can. I'm a little bit wobbly. I'm going to put it back and then lower and lift. lower and lift. Excellent work. 2 more. Brilliant. Release that down. Oh, roll it over. If you've got any tension in your head, ease from side to side. I've built up a little bit because I haven't had my towel there to act as that little bit of support. Draw the knees in. Again, this is your rest position on your back. So just come to here whenever you need. Feet on the floor. This distance between your knees. You're just going to draw the pelvic floor up. So underneath, draw in. Tummy button, push that tummy button in towards the small of the back. Relax the upper body. I'm going to lift one leg into a tabletop. Tabletop is where we've got the knee in line with the hip and the ankle in line with the knee. Now you really need to stabilise in the centre, so pull down and lift the other leg. So you feel even having to hold here is quite tough. So you're pushing your tummy muscles down into the small of the back and you're imprinting your spine onto the mat. I'm going to do what we call the 100. So I'm keeping my legs in this tabletop position. I'm going to lift my head, neck and shoulders, lengthen my hands beyond my thighs. And I'm going to beat my arms down. So it's a strong beat with the arms. Breathing in for 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathing in. Out. In. Out. So you carry on like this until we've got to 100. I always lose count. So I like to do a few more just in case. Rest anytime you want. Challenge here is to lengthen out those legs. Keep pulled down, keep pushing down into the mat. I'm sure we must be nearly there. We'll do 5. 1 more. Oh, well done, good job. Brilliant work. Pull the knees in, circle round one way, circle back round the other. Okay, we'll take those legs back into that tabletop position. So, ankles in line with the knees in line with the hips, pelvic floor drawn up, tummy pulled down, spine pushed down in to the mat. One leg, I'm going to lengthen, draw back in. Whilst I'm doing this, think, tummy pulled down, spine pushed down onto the mat. If you feel your tummy muscles lifting or your back lifting off the mat, don't take your leg as low. The upper body's relaxed, by the way. I'm going to add on here, but if you need to rest or you don't want to add on, you just stick to doing this. So after this one, have a watch. We're going to lengthen, point, lift, flex the foot, lower down, draw back in. Point, lift, flex, lower. Love this one because you can really feel body working. You can feel the backs of the legs. You're stabilising here. One more each side. Well done. Excellent. Draw the knees in again. Oof. Just relax it through. Okay, lots of options for this next one. So I'm going to talk you through from the easier option to the more advanced. So we're going to place the feet flat on the floor again. Pelvic floor drawn up, tummy muscles pulled in. We're going to do what we call a crisscross. Fingertips are by the temples, your elbows are out to the side. One shoulder blade stays on the floor. We lift across to one side, release, lift across to the other, release. So keeping both feet on your floor with that fist distance between your knees is your first option. Second option is to begin to lift the knee. So you're pulling down to lift. Okay, your next option is to take those legs into tabletop, hold them and lift from here. Finally, bring in the leg extension. Again, it's a slow, controlled movement. Placing both shoulders back down. Generally keeping one down while you lift the other across. So this is working those oblique muscles. They run down the side of your tummy. Okay, I've got 4 more of these to do. 1, 2, last 2. Excellent. Bring that in again. Oof. Feet on the floor. So bring your knees together, your heels together, relax your arms. And just gently take those knees from one side down to the other. Brilliant. Okay, so from here, fist distance between those knees. Just reach up, fingertips towards the tops of the knees, release back down. Outward breath and release. And release. So you've still got your pelvic floor drawn up, pushing those tummy muscles down. You're engaging these to lift. We've got 4 more. 3, 2, last 1. Release back down. Nice big stretch, fingers away from the toes. And slowly bring that body up. Well done. Back into the centre. Nice big stretch across to one side. Stretch across to the other side. And then just reach it down into the middle. Okay, slowly bring that body up to a standing position. Okay, remember that brick wall? Push that spine against that brick wall, vertebra by vertebra. Try and lift my light. Nice big stretch up. Release it down. And again, reach, hold here. I'm going to monkey swing. Love this one to finish off. Swing through and lift. And again, swing through and lift. Well, let's do that one more time. Swing through, lift. Release it down. Woo. Shake out your arms, shake out your legs. Thank you very much.